Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Positivity Corner. I'm Khadija Wright, your positivity guru. So, today's episode of Positivity Corner, we will be talking about some good things. But first of all, I do want to say happy new year to each and everybody. I mean, to have crossed from 2020 into 21 is a serious blessing, and so I'm just so grateful to see 2021, and I do pray that each and everyone will have a very blessed, a very prosperous, and a very life-changing and life-altering 2021. So let's get straight into today's video. So today we will be discussing about how to reach our goals, a 3-step method of reaching our goals. Very simple topic, because we do realize we're in a new year, and so from the get-go we have to get things going right. We don't believe in, at the end of the day you're rushing to do what you have to do. So from the beginning of the year, we are starting to declare some stuff. We're starting to get the gears going in motion for what we want to achieve in our life for 2021. So today we'll be talking about prioritizing, visualizing, and actualizing all your dreams and all your goals. All right, so let's get straight into it. All right, good. So the first thing we have to do is prioritize it. And as the name suggests, prayer is so important. It's that staple part of your diet. Just as though you have to have carb in your diet, you need to have proteins in your diet, you need to have legumes in your diet, fruits and vegetables, and you need your carbohydrates for your energy needs. That is what prayer plays in your life. So prioritize it simply means effective prayer. Whatever you want to achieve, the best thing to do is to put it before God. Bring it before God. Because God always knows what we need. He always knows our needs. He always knows our wants. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, once you put it before him, then he can see what it is. He already knows what he has planned for us. Can you imagine? So even when we put it before him, he already knows about it. He already knows the steps that he will have to put together for us to achieve it. So prioritize it basically means bringing it before God. Bringing it before God not only once or twice, but in a repetitive nature. You bring it before God because this is what you want for your life. And as I usually say, whatsoever you speak over your life, that is exactly what is going to manifest over your life. So you do want to pray about your dreams. You do want to pray about your goals. Just as how when you have a problem, you go to Knee City and you pray about it. It's the same way when things are going good in your life. You need to continue that prayer train. So prioritize it means that giving it completely over to God, taking it off your shoulder and handing it over to him and said, you take it, do what your will is with my goals, with my dreams. And when it comes down to your goals and your dreams for 2021, we define it already as what you see yourself doing, what God has purposed in your heart to do, right? And not necessarily what a man tells you you're good at or what other people tell you you're good at. It's what you know within your heart you are born to do or you were made to do, right? So prioritizing basically means handing it over to God. And sometimes we take too much on ourselves and we forget that there's somebody, a higher being, who is able to carry it all. The fact that he died for our sins means that we no longer have to carry all these things in our head and become stressed about it, become emotionally unstable about it. It means you can hand it over to him, and you hand it over to him, not partially, but completely. So prioritize all your goals, prioritize all your dreams. Every day, every single day, learn to prioritize it. The second step now that we're gonna really do in 2021 is to visualize our dreams and goals. As the name suggests, very simple. Before you actually achieve it, you need to envision yourself doing it. Envision yourself doing whatever you dream of. If your goal is to be, say for example, a preacher, or you think that, okay, at the end of the day you want to preach the gospel of God, when you're sleeping, in your sleep, you're supposed to actually envision yourself preaching to 1,000 people, preaching to 1,000,000 people in a church. You're supposed to see yourself on a huge stage, doing the work of God. If your goal or your dream, say for example, is to just be a great carpenter, then you're supposed to see yourself getting a lot of contract to build a lot of houses. You're supposed to wake up with that vision, and that vision is what drives you every day. So envisioning yourself or visualizing yourself means that you see yourself doing your dream or your goal, that you can actually taste it, you can actually feel it, you can actually, you feel yourself in that position doing what you always dreamed of doing. It is this close, you can smell it in the morning when you wake up. Because it doesn't make sense you have a dream and a goal and it's sometime you think about it, it's sometime that you dream about it. It has to be a constant dream, not only at the back of your mind but also in the front of your mind, something that you're constantly thinking about. And that is where passion is fueled also, because you are you're hungry, I should say, for that dream. So you actually see yourself doing it. So in that nature now, when you carry yourself, the way how you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you do your daily activities, it is not a normal nature. The way how you do everything that you do every day, it's more of going towards your goal. It's more of going towards your dream. So if you know that within yourself you want to be a great, let's say, what job should I take now? So you say you want to be a great pilot. You start dressing like a pilot. People wondering, say, if you're going crazy. No, you're not going crazy. You're actually visualizing yourself in your dream. You want to be a great doctor, then you start dressing like a doctor. You want to be a great public speaker, then you start speaking like a great public speaker. You want to be a great author, then you start writing, you start writing down notes from your small, you start doing a little jottings, like whatever it is that you visualize yourself doing, trust me, you are one step closer to achieving that goal and achieving that dream, right? And you cannot jump from prayerizing and jump to another step. You have to prayerize. After you prayerize, you visualize, and visualize has to come with a very vivid imagination. People ever tell you that you have a very wide imagination? Let them tell you that. Because people put wide imagination, they are not stagnant. They are never stagnant. When you have a wide imagination, certain times when you wake up, you're wondering if you're going crazy. You're not going crazy, but you have seen yourself in that position for so long. And if you believe it, there's a great saying, whatsoever the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. If you believe it, then who's to stop you? If you bring it to God first of all, and then after that, God has blessed it, He has sanctified it, you see yourself in that position, tell me what is to stop you. Nothing can stop you. Nothing at all can stop you. But it is important that you see yourself in that position. And as you go along, start putting yourself in that capacity, acting in that position. Acting. And they always say you fake it till you make it. Not necessarily fake it, but you actually put yourself there. Put yourself there. Put yourself there emotionally. Put yourself there physically. Put yourself there mentally. Put yourself there academically. Do what you have to do and start visualizing your dreams. Because if you don't wake up dreaming of that thing every night, maybe that's not what you're meant to do. But you should have like a vivid realization of, okay, this is how I'm going to do this thing. Or you think about this thing so much that, it's all you think about. It's really all you think about. Right? And the third step that we're gonna do this year in 2021 to achieve our goal is to actualize our dreams. As the name suggests, actualize meaning you put this into action. Nothing happens by itself. Nothing happens overnight. You have to put it into action. You have to put it into action. And by putting it into action, you're actually helping yourself or helping your future self. That's the way how I want to say it. In actualization, you're actually helping your future self. There's a popular saying that God help those who help themselves. So after you've prayed about it, after you've visualized it, you now need to put it into action. And you're putting it into serious action. Serious action. So a big part of putting it into action is the networking. You will always need people, all the people you're surrounded with in life. That's why I always say, live good and love God. Live good with people, because when you're putting it into action, you will need to be networking. You will need people around you to help you to drive that dream or to drive that goal. You will not be able to do it alone. If the case is you want to do a business and it's a huge business you have in mind, apart from you having your startup capital, you will probably need an investor. You will need God to touch somebody to see your business and say, you know what, let me invest in this business. I think it's a great business venture. You will need people. So putting into action means networking with the people around you, making sure that you have support to drive and fuel that goal. Yeah? Right? So make sure in putting it into action, it's basically the final additive in the ingredient pot. After you prayerize, you visualize, you need to actualize your goal. And this, let me tell you, I would say could possibly be the hardest part of it, because this is where you are physically working, and this is where you face a lot more trials and a lot more temptations and a lot more hardships. A lot of people will tell you no. A lot of people will tell you that no, this business is not good. A lot of people will tell you that no, what you're doing doesn't make no sense, please quit. A lot of people will tell you a lot to discourage you from actually doing this, but you have to know your purpose behind it, or you have to know the vision that God gave you for what you are doing. And if you have enough reason to continue, then push on ahead. But trust me, it's in the actualization phase that you get the most fight. It's in the actualization phase that you realize, oh, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to stress like this over this? And that's where you need to apply the most pressure to make sure you pull through or you push through to achieving your goals and your dreams. I mean, daily, people go through their own battle, people go through things. People go through their own set of things. And sometimes they're in that final stage of actualization. But don't give up, because this is when you need to run that race. And I wanted to leave a scripture. This scripture is from Romans 8 verse 18 that says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which will be revealed towards us." This is basically saying that whatever you suffer through your 3 steps to achieving your goals and dreams, whatever you suffer during your prayerizing phase, whatever you suffer through your visualization phase, whatever you suffer through your actualization phase, whatever suffering you go through, the glory of what you will achieve in your life, the peace of mind you will have, and the peace in your heart you will have, it will not be able to be compared to that suffering. That suffering will seem so small as it relates to what you can achieve by going through these steps. Right, guys? And also, actualizing reminds you to do your share. Do your share in what you want to accomplish. Don't leave it on anybody. At the end of the day, whatever you want to do and whatever you want to accomplish, it is let's say 50% dependent on you, if not more like 80%. If not more like 80%, right? It is dependent on you. So don't blame it on anybody. This year in 2021, come on. 2021, we are done making excuses. Excuses are not our friends. Trust me. We no longer make excuses. Back in 2020, that was understandable and acceptable, but in 2021, there are no rooms for excuses, because whatever you achieve is dependent on you, and excuses will only be there just as a burden and as a barrier and stopping you from achieving what you need to. So guys, take this information to heart. Do your 3 steps every day. Prayerize, visualize, actualize. There are times when you can put all 3 of them together in one day just to achieve your goal. But for other people, you might need to take it one step at a time, and that's okay. Not everybody is an early bloomer. Some of us are really late bloomers. But take it one step at a time. Take it one step at a time. And what I realized and what I want to share with you guys is what has helped me to actually go through these 3 stages. So I have this wonderful book called The Power of Positive Living. I love this book, and I love this book because this book has taught me so much. This book is actually by Norman Vincent Peale. He is excellent. Let's use that word. This book, I think he's actually a bestseller author as well. He gives you life lessons, all the things that you might think that you have gone through and nobody has written about it, nobody knows about it. This guy wrote about it. So this book is a great book to kickstart your life. And I'm the positive to grow, so I only read positive things, right? I only read positive things. And in the positive things, it's not that there are no negatives, but it gives you enough courage, enough strength to rise over those negative things. So guys, get this book. Check on Google. Just check it out. It's called The Power of Positive Living. You'll not regret it. Trust me, you'll never regret it. I have another one, right? The next one is The Birth of Reformers. This is a book given to me by my spiritual father, and since I've read it maybe 3, 4, 5 times. It has never failed, right? So this is by my spiritual father, David Abayodun Olasero. This book is good. It is excellent. This takes a more spiritual approach to walking in purpose, right? So this is a great recommendation. I'm recommending definitely. And I'm gonna show you guys one more book. This now is like my favorite. This is called Think and Grow Rich for Women by Sharon Letcher. Yes, Miss Sharon, you're going good with that book. Me not lie you. You're going good with that book. This book, just as how you have the Think and Grow Rich, the Napoleon Hill series, this one is specifically made for women, 21st century women. And there are a lot of other books from other sellers. These are just a few of what has helped me as I've been going through my purpose journey, my positive living journey, my motivational journey. These are just a couple of them that has helped me. I have some more in my closet, trust me, but these are some of the good ones. So guys, if you need any reference to get these, I could possibly tell you where to get them. Definitely, they are good books to invest in and good books to actually read and know that this is life. We're living it, and we have to live it to the best of our ability. All right? We have to give life our best shot. You have one life to live. Trust me, a single life to live. Give it your best shot. From your foot hit the ground that morning and you say your prayer, give life your best shot. After you thank God for waking you up Go out, give life your best shot. It's one life you have to live. So guys, I'm not gonna stay long. That is it for Positivity Corner. Remember to live good and love God. Bye for now.